will always come.
Brought to you by the UIS. Welcome to the UIS. We've got things to talk about. Let's go on a journey, a trip through drama land, a quick stop to laugh at the rage pigs, an adventure to the world of the lolcows. Don't worry if we forget the incels, everyone else has. And in the end, we think fuck that we're not them. Oh yeah! It's that time again, 8 o'clock p.m. Do you know where your lolcow is? It is time to take a moment, take a journey with the prophet. So come hold my hand, wait that's not my hand. We are better than crystal meth. It's the UI fucking S. The UIS. The UI fucking S. The UIS. Welcome to the UI fucking S. Welcome to the UIS. Welcome to the UIS.
All good people are asleep and dreaming.
Evening, everyone. Welcome back to the UIS. It's Sunday. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Mine was uneventful, which is good. Not going to complain about that at all. I wasn't sure what to do tonight. I saw a lot of people doing like reaction videos to The Quartering by Joon the King. Hopefully that's not a dangerous thing, but that guy striking seems like everybody who talks about him. But I figure we'll give it a shot. It's a very long video, so we're definitely not going to watch the whole thing, especially on a Sunday night. But we'll start it off, give it a shot, and if it's terrible, you know, we can always move on to something else and not finish over the next couple of days. Something's going on with my frame rate tonight. Not sure what's up with that. I'm not using Streamlabs right now, so it can't be that. So hopefully that's gonna solve itself. That's a complete YouTube thing right there. Oh well, we'll have to see how it goes. I just canceled my Streamlabs account tonight, which again has nothing to do with this stream. We're not connected via Streamlabs at all. So like all the alerts and stuff that pop up, that stuff's still gonna happen because the Streamlabs part of things that makes that work is on the free side of things, so it's not going to affect anything, I hope. So, without any ado, not even any further ado, let's have no ado to begin with. Let's just go straight into it. We do have some other things to look at as well, not just Joon the King. got a breaking banquet. We do not have a new Barry video, but we've got one that we haven't seen. There is no new Barry video. A new These Hoes Ain't Boil about now. Only a minute long. Super Gamer Lad is back apparently. So he probably got suspended for his mouth. And Nothing Burger, Fat Photog, making a shanty video. And that's it. It's Sunday, so we're not going to have an extremely long stream. But hopefully it'll be a good stream. Need to get this out of my queue here. Didn't see anything new from Cyrax in the couple of channels that seem to be still covering him. So nothing to watch there. Now this one's a 20-minute video, and I doubt we're going to get through the whole thing because it's shanty. It's probably going to be goddamn awful.
I'm alive.
Now, her starting it off saying that she's alive, I think this may be the one that we've already watched. It's hard to tell. It's like I don't know. Did she have that booger hanging out of her nose on the video that we watched?
In live. And Jason's sleeping. And I want a burger and fries.
I'm cold.
He is cold.
I'm a cold boy.
He is a cold boy.
I love you, though.
I love you too.
Gross.
I'm a cold girl. He's a cold boy. And we both need some burger and fries.
I want to cuddle you.
Must be
I'll
your
cuddle
cheat
you all
day. Absolutely.
You've been cuddling me all day.
No, your butt. It's the best.
What's my favorite burger joint? If you go chain
God.
restaurant, Wendy's. But best
So you
burgers
should hook up with
ever
wings.
was at this place called Big Daddy's in Duluth, Minnesota. So good, man. Am I feeling
Put
better?
the chat box
No,
back on.
not really. It still hurts like hell. Still nauseous. Yeah, there's nothing that's gonna make me feel better. Like, Jason's right. When you're out here, you're just gonna be, just realize you're gonna perpetually be sick.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh,
She wants
you
me.
gotta
She
try
wants
Big
me to do it.
Daddy's.
Don't you, Shanny?
Checkers.
You want
Yeah,
me to do it?
Checkers
You want
are
me to
good.
do
I've
it?
had
I'll do
Checkers
it.
before. What is that? Steak and fries place.
Oh, man. Steak
Her
and
favorite
Steak and shake. Yeah.
burger joint.
Very good.
Whatever doesn't lock their dumpster.
Culver's.
Yes.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Culver's.
Culver's.
Culver's. The Butterbird. Oh, my God.
Culver's.
The Culver's. Oh, the Culver's. Yeah, Culver's. Culver's.
It's funny that they talk about burgers when it was just Friday, I think. I was listening to the radio. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. It was Thursday morning, the last day I went to work. They were going some kind of top 10 burger joints that somebody released. I don't know.
Culver's wins. The Butterburger and Culver's wins. Thank you guys for saying Happy Mother's Day, but I'm just not in
You're not a mother. I mean, you lost that right, correct?
the mood. But thank you. Yeah, they have good shakes too. But I'm thinking Wendy's. The burger I want. Nice Dave's cheeseburger.
Nasty.
But it's just a pipe dream. Our scenario has to change soon. It just has to. I don't know how it's gonna change, but it's gonna change.
That doesn't have to
damn
at
well
all.
I'm going to try. Thank you, Chewy. Am I well, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be well. It's not easy. It really isn't. Foods. Exactly. Foods. We did get some food at the CIC today. Yeah, we got a plate of this diner food. It was like chicken and dumplings with some mashed potatoes, and it's really good. So that was good. That was good in my belly, and then my teeth started hurting again. I'm like,
I wonder why your teeth would be hurting.
Mother's Day bums me out because of what happened with my kids and my mom. So, yeah, you don't have to say it to me. It's depressing as
So you got a problem with your kids and your mother. Is it the mothers that are the problem? Or is it the children that are the problem? Or is it the common denominator? This right here. Maybe.
fuck, actually, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
No, they haven't reached out to me again.
Why would they?
I know it's a phase, but it's a very
It's a
not
phase.
nice phase to do
It's a
to the woman
phase.
who fucking loves you to death. Well, good for you, you ate burger and fries you purchased from your job. Fuck me. Like, I believe it's I want a burger and fries. It's not like, get me a burger and fries. Yeah, I did get a salad. I need prayers. All of us do.
Thoughts and prayers?
Shannon, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
See, so maybe it's good that they're homeless, because if they had a home, you could end up seeing more of stuff like that.
That's it. I wonder when Chris is coming back. There has to be a skirt there for him to fucking stay so long.
I guess so.
Time you ate? A little while ago. We shared a plate of food together.
A trough.
Yeah, we already have a list of goals, thanks. We're not gonna
You have a bucket for one thing and a trough for another.
talk to it with the public, though. Anyway. I hope Chris isn't
Happy
hitting
Mother's
on
Day.
you.
Thank you.
There's been a couple occasions.
Yeah, too soon.
And then... He's like fucking Kelso, okay, on that 70s show. Like, every girl loves him.
His own mind.
In his own mind.
Talking about her son, or oh, who the hell she's talking about?
Well, we'll be going down to the housing authority again and asking about it. They're asking how you're doing.
Not good. It's the weather sucks and I'm freezing constantly.
Have you tried getting a job?
Jesus Christ.
Or maybe write another novel.
No.
Delta 8. Delta 8's like 3-4 years ago. We don't do Delta 8. We'll never touch that shit again. Stop it with the drug talk or I will block you. We don't condone use of that shit.
Isn't Delta 8 legal, though? I mean, I wouldn't want to try any of that shit to begin with, but isn't it more legal than marijuana? Just depending on what state you're in.
Oh, Pennsylvania is a shit state to be homeless in. You have no idea.
Unless you're homeless in Pennsylvania.
We would have been starting, like, if we were in Duluth, Minnesota, we would probably be on our feet by now.
You mean you would have gotten a job in a different state?
They're that good at getting people off the streets in Duluth, Minnesota. Have we considered going to Portland, Oregon?
The grass is always greener on the other side of the homeless state.
I'd go to Portland. That'd be fucking awesome.
I know people like this who want to try to find a man to trap and get pregnant in and stuff like that, and then leave them. But they have to figure out what state is best for single mother benefits and things like that. I know people like this. My ex-wife's sister who did this.
Yeah. Minnesota is great for the homeless. I will say that. But it's fucking cold as fuck.
If you like being homeless, go to Minnesota. Yeah.
In the cities. Love my Minneapolis people. Woo woo. Hi, honey. You look so sad.
I'm not
Minnesota's
doing very well.
same as Insane Clown Posse?
I want to get an RV. That's on the goal list, man. How much is an RV? Cheaper than
So RV is on your list, but getting a job is not.
a house. I don't know. You can look them up where the RVs are. No, I want to go to an RV. Like a bunch of us, we want to get an RV and we want to go to the Grand Canyon.
They want to be IP
We want to
too.
search for those hieroglyphics that
They
are
want
in
to be
there.
like Gucci's and
No,
whatever that
Grand
other person
Canyon
is.
to see a spectacular sight. That's what. In Portland, they will hook you up with free housing, $600 in food stamps, and it's a tax-free state. Fuck yeah. I like hard-boiled eggs, too. In fact, it is a cheap protein you can get out here for $1.
Or so.
It's now, so it really
Buck
doesn't fucking
70.
matter. Me too, man.
Fuck that shit.
We have a depressed boy, and gone. He misses Richard.
And Gavin.
And Gavin.
What the hell are these people they're talking about?
I don't know. I think.
Do you have rabies? Yes. Actually, one of our neighbors, she's taking care of a group of kittens. Take one of the babies.
Oh.
One of her neighbors. Neighbors. People in the tent next tree.
Will they stay in the tent? That's the question.
Baby.
Is it scary sleeping in the tent at night? Oh, it can be. Especially when you hear the weirdest fucking noises that you've ever...
I don't know.
What the hell was
And they
that
don't-
one?
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Homeless people screaming at all day, all night. Sometimes you hear gunshots in the background. How are you going to survive a freezing winter in a tent? I already have survived a freezing winter in a tent.
You haven't.
Not to 0 degrees, you did.
It was pretty close to it,
That's
though.
when you gotta go to code blue. When it's 0. Yeah.
Why not go to the shelter at night? They won't take me,
No.
and they won't take him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could
Do you
go back
blame
to-
them?
I could probably still be there.
Stay trusted. They just fell on hard times. I don't know. We've been waiting for years. Still haven't gotten anything. What makes you think we didn't do it? But people like Kim, I already have a Pennsylvania license, so they won't let me stay 30 days. I only can stay 3 days. No, Foodie's never helped me out financially, ever. All of best.
No, me. I make the best burgers.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's true. He does make the best burgers.
I make the best burgers. But
Yeah. So, not eat like you do. You know, I did the full 40
Who gives
days
you the
fast,
best poop bucket?
and now I'm losing a bunch of weight. So what the fuck, Foodie? If I can do it, you can do it.
No, you have not lost any weight. I can see it. Cut bacon off her forehead, yeah.
I've already been robbed, Carol. I've already been robbed. My tent's already been destroyed and ransacked before. That stuff off, like, okay, I lost it. It's not a big deal.
Oh. So, the term nothing burger, and this being called nothing burger, very fitting. Comedy Talk by Barry.
Hey guys, Barry Burton.
Get out of here, Barry.
Barry
Get out of Barry's frame, Alan.
Burton. Hello viewers, YouTube viewers. How you doing?
I'm fine, Barry.
Nice to be with you again. Anyway,
You're looking quite insane today, thank you.
I was going to do a little genre of comedy films. Well, I'll begin here. Of course, the biggest comedy of all time,
All the time.
as you know and I know, was Only Fools and Horses. Nicholas Lyndhurst and David Jason. And that...
You just made up some shit. That's not a real movie.
still to this day, since they put it out when I was a child, it's magical. It's absolutely, it's the bee's knees, is Fools and Horses, and that got to be the all-time best comedy. Then you got Bottom, Adrian Edmonds and Rick Mail, and my brother had the whole entire collection on videotape of Bottom, and that is hilarious. Bottom is
Bottom? I don't think that's a family film.
hilarious. And then you got some of the likes of the stand-up comedians. If you want to know what I got brought up with, I got brought up with Jim Davison. The particular footage of the comedy is called Something New, Something Old, and Something Boring. Something new, something old, and something boring.
These are all things that came out of your head. None of this stuff is real.
And that's Jim Davison, and I got brought up with that. And it is, it's total Hollywood, man, total Hollywood. And then you've got Lee Evans. He's on stage with the towel. You know, he puts a towel over his head. The sweat's pouring off him. He's a great character. But, yeah, and then you've got the likes of Ryan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, and that is...
that one I know.
That is absolutely pucker, Mr. Bean. It's so funny. It really is so funny. And then it's similar to... what's it called? Oh, remember you had Benny Hill. Benny Hill. And then you had Frank Spencer.
That is not how it goes.
Frank Spencer, and Frank Spencer was pucker as well.
He was pucker. No idea what the hell that means. None of those people are real. Only the Mr. Bean thing was real. So this fool says he's back.
Hello, everyone. Well, I mean, I may not be able to live stream, but what the hell? Welcome back to another video. Gone, but as you can see, Rick, not forgotten. What's the matter, Rick? Did you really think you'd got rid of me? Eh? Did you? I don't think so. I'm not going to lose potential people watching and viewers.
It's like a special needs Bond villain.
Or subscribers for you. No. I am going to continue, Rick.
I don't think Rick's a real person. Rick's just someone, they just make it up and chat, and he just goes with it.
I'm going to continue to live stream. No matter what you or those two little friends of yours, Big Ben or Slash, say. No matter what anyone says, I'm going to continue to live stream. I mean, I know.
No matter if no one's watching, right?
Right now, really.
I get
this
that.
isn't a live stream, okay? But I am going to get back online, Rick. I am going to get back online. Make myself more comfy.
Yeah, this could have been edited out, but
And I'm going to
right.
continue. You know, to do videos like this and to stream.
I'm not watching another 20 minutes of this shit. And he just farted, and he smells it right now. So that explains why he hasn't done a video, I guess, in like 10 days or a live stream. He got booted off for the things that he said, I guess. Now's no context rant about her neighbor.
Don't call me iDubbbz
Whoa.
faithful. I'm
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I love how when you call people out on their bullshit because, you know, they're like 50, 60, 70-year-old mean girls. Starting lies. No alibis. Nothing.
So she's the kind of person who knows her neighbor is right over there. And she's going to just put him on blast. Is what she's thinking in her head. She's actually saying those words, too. Like they give a fuck.
You call them out, all they gotta say is, fuck you! Oh, well that's funny. Wasn't the bullshit coming out of your fucking mouth yesterday? I waited all day. I waited all fucking day.
Well, what else did you have to do? You didn't have to go to work.
I know I can tell people's voices apart. Yeah, I know you said what you said yesterday. Shut the fuck up, fat fucking bitch. Walking your dog for 5 minutes isn't gonna do anything. Pick it up. Maybe try an hour. And again, if you're gonna say some shit, fucking follow through with it. Don't fucking keep me waiting all day. Happy Mother's Day, fucking cunt.
She just can't be happy unless she's in some sort of drama, whether it be online or the old people in her neighborhood.
Psych.
She said psych. Marriage in pieces. Another Breaking Banquet video that's probably not gonna be up to my expectations.
I'm talking to Chad.
With that title.
You really want to go there? What's it like to be married to someone you have zero faith in? Oh my God. No one asked you. You married me so you could be the stay-at-home husband.
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things."
Someone gave them a fucking $100.
This donkey, 666. Hey Kelly, hope you are doing well. We're doing very good, dude. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the $100, man.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you. Oh, is that where I can go into town?
If you're asking me questions about a game I've never played.
Okay, well then let's jump on the bus. See where it takes me.
Like, you've gotten as far as I've gotten in this game right now.
Technically, you did.
I planted seeds. And I really didn't know what I was doing.
Neither do I, but you know.
Like, this was dark.
God damn.
I was either going to sit down restaurants.
Dude.
I'm good with Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Oh, what the fuck? This is goddamn burned by another Breaking Banquet video. 22 minutes of just shit. Doesn't look like the marriage is in pieces. It looks like they're fucking just making money off of assholes who have nothing better to do with their money they give to them. Meh. All right, well, we're going to check out this Joon the King deal. Now, I have a link down here at the bottom. So you got Joon the King, and right beneath it is the link to this video, which I'll drop in chat and pin it. Pin. So we'll see how this goes. 3 hours and 40 minutes. Damn.
In the political commentary space, there are few as detested and as untrustworthy as Jeremy Hambley. He is Schrodinger's grifter, wealthy when there is doubt about his net worth, yet poor when fundraising through the guise of desperation.
$80,000 in equipment. I've got $300,000 almost floating right now in debt. I'm saying I make well over $1 million a year just on coffee.
Jeremy has an extensive history of fundraising for every facet of his business, but also a history of videos displaying his over $10,000 RC track with custom baseball mixed dirt, his $10,000 in trading card packs, which he opens live, and his saltwater fish tank devoid of living fish but not of aggressive monetization.
Here is the fish funeral fund.
Coverage of Jeremy's spending habits is often coupled with stories of his struggles with irritable bowel syndrome and his penchant for urinating around his home.
When you have no mortgage on your beautiful home, you can pee in it wherever you want. And the fact that they think this is some kind of own is weird. It's never something I did.
I have a mortgage on my house, but I don't. That's not why I don't pee all over it.
Denied.
The combined decline of viewership, revenue, and respect for him have induced more outbursts, furthering his decline, and increased interest in his history, which he desires to conceal. So who is Jeremy Hambley? What truly motivates him? And why does he have over 10 channels spread across his nearly 2 decades on YouTube? An important part of grifting is to sell with confidence or with purpose, not in the belief of the product, but for the sake of personal gain. Jeremy Hambley in the 2000s discovered that he was seemingly good at 2 things: computer repair through his employment at a computer repair shop and persuasion.
This is a type of skill that I had realized working fixing computers, that I was good with people. I was good with sales, I was good with relationships, I was really good at relating to people.
Jeremy, in enrolling in management computer systems courses at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, discovered he was not good at 2 things, just one.
It was really just hardcore coding, which I'm awful at.
Jeremy struggled with his programming classes, often skipping classes to instead stay at home and drink. In a single semester, he was placed under scholastic probation as his grade point average dipped below what the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater was willing to accept. Jeremy, through a tribunal, was given a chance to explain why he should be allowed to return to the college.
I decided to go into my tribunal and say, like, look, I'm changing my major. I think I'd be really good in marketing, and here are the many reasons why. I also said, I'm having problems with my girlfriend and being away from home because I knew how to play on people's heartstrings, you know?
Jeremy's emotional plea worked. He returned to the school to study marketing. Jeremy was refining his craft, claiming that he excelled in his marketing courses, eventually graduating with a Bachelor in Arts in Marketing in 2005 and a Master's of Business Administration in Marketing in 2007. It was this same year that Jeremy created his first YouTube channel, combining his college degrees and his experience with computers.
The first video in our series, From the Eyes of a Computer Tech.
Be Your Own IT was a channel primarily made to convince viewers to visit Jeremy's website, beyourownit.com. In both areas, Jeremy heavily promoted his personal computer repair courses, laptop repair courses, and even a guide on how to start a computer repair business. Eventually, he would sell the physical tools needed for computer repair. Among the hundreds of videos encompassing guides, general information on computer components, and advice, few would be archived. The videos that were would haunt Jeremy for decades.
At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child variety. I don't really know there's any tack way to put that. The point of this video is just to remind people that, you know, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying it happens. So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see.
No one... Why would you fucking say that? I've been a computer tech before. I've worked on people's computers. I don't read their fucking email. I don't read my email. Why would I read someone else's?
See, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can.
While some would see this video as informative in how computer techs have access to users' personal information, others would, eventually, view this as Jeremy, per his specific example, advising predators on how
not to get caught.
Not to get caught. For the time being, this video was buried under popular tutorial videos of questionable quality. Jeremy soon moved on from this channel, not from disinterest, but rather the interest of who Jeremy claims was a venture capitalist, or VC.
Some VC guy bought that channel from me, and I think I got $160,000. So I got a big check. This was when I was 22 years old, 23 years old.
Side note, it is impossible for Jeremy to sell that YouTube channel at the age of 22 or 23. With his year of birth being 1983, it would place the transaction in 2005 or 2006, a year or two before his channel was even created. Regardless, Jeremy's claim does seem to hold some merit as early as
But I thought it was illegal. I thought against YouTube's rules to sell a channel.
2011, there were different hosts on the Be Your Own IT channel. With this potential transaction, the possible
He got Patton Oswalt to do work for him?
selling of the Be Your Own IT channel, something changed with Jeremy's outlook on YouTube. Suddenly, channel growth could translate directly to revenue. The grift, as it were, was not entirely in the selling of products through his personal websites. It could now also be to sell a channel and the website coupled to it. This could explain RC Nightmare, a channel established August 27, 2010. As Be Your Own IT drew from Jeremy's experience with computers, RC Nightmare drew from Jeremy and his best friend Brandon's enthusiasm for RC cars, specifically higher-end, customizable remote control vehicles, some with the ability to surpass 100 miles per hour. Jeremy and Brandon began by uploading videos focusing on unboxing cars and tutorial videos on how to optimize or install components. Brandon was adept in the verbal and physical breakdown of the vehicles. From the aerodynamics to even the thermodynamics, Brandon speedily named off components and even their composition. Jeremy, however, often spoke of personal anecdotes and the superficial qualities of the vehicles, sometimes even struggling to remove the vehicle from its cardboard platform.
This time I'm actually a little bit better prepared to get this thing out of here. So I won't do my fat guy struggles bit, albeit I know that's a crowd pleaser. Well, maybe you will see, maybe you'll get a little taste here.
Brandon's videos of this sort often outperformed Jeremy's. Regardless, there was not as much demand for information on remote control vehicles as there was computer repair. Naturally, this was an issue. Without significant traffic, Jeremy could not grow his accompanying website rcnightmare.com, making it both difficult to sell and more difficult to bring advertisers on too. While Jeremy did utilize his tested strategy of nearly daily uploads, he also found a new way to boost both his channel's growth and his website's growth, even if it was artificial.
But I guess him not having a job, a regular job, he has time to do all this. That's why I never could, do shit like that, because I just don't have the time to do it.
Every 250 subscribers
Or
we
the
get on
energy.
YouTube, we're going to give away a truck, up to 10 trucks. If we get all the subscribers in the next week, we'll give them all away this week. All that we ask is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, come over to our forum, have at least 10 posts in the forum. Now, these can be questions, comments, or answers, and reply to one blog post. That's it.
This strategy appeared to have worked. Jeremy announced a winner on November 16, 2010, and a different set of winners in January 2011. 117 participants amounts to over 1,000 forum posts. Just 1 month later, Jeremy made another RC-related channel, focusing on RC discussion with both Brandon and Jeremy present. And in June, Jeremy promised free t-shirts to any user that reaches 100 posts on the RC Nightmare forum. These are likely the same t-shirts that could be purchased on the website. Separately, and still in June, Jeremy was running yet another giveaway. Rather than focusing on forum posts, the condition to win was based on referrals, either to RC Nightmare or Friend of RC. Not included was the third channel in the expanding network, under RC Flight School, covering remote control planes. Following this pattern, the RC Skipper channel was created on July 1st, covering remote control boats. These channels, relative to RC Nightmare, saw very little growth, possibly due to their lack of uploads. Though RC...
Yeah, I guess call that grifting. It's kind of like hustling to me, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Just seems like a lot of fucking work for, I don't know, where's the payoff?
Nightmare would see some monetization through advertisements and an online marketplace the following year. Jeremy evidently grew weary of solely focusing on RC vehicles. This explains the existence of score10bucks.com, a website run by Jeremy. It is also tied to this Twitter account under his name, Jeremy Hambley. As for the website, Jeremy appears to have been drop shipping select DVDs. Quote, "Here's what we're doing with our advertising budget. Instead of building tons of websites to promote these DVD releases or buying up ad space, we spend our budget on $10 gift cards to a major online retailer. Everyone likes free money, and getting $10 for buying a DVD is essentially getting a DVD for free." Unquote. This website, apparent from the lack of updates, was abandoned the same month it was erected. Jeremy, unrelenting, created yet another website known as Marketing Sheriff. As with Be Your Own IT and RC Nightmare, this website had a forum, accompanying tutorials through the Marketing Sheriff YouTube channel, and offered one-on-one consulting. Quote, "Marketing Sheriff also hosts high-level online marketing video lessons, elite contract negotiations, and members-only forums of experts to get your questions answered right away. The Deputy Program is a group of the world's top-performing online marketing, design, contract negotiation, and all things business-oriented." Unquote. According to Jeremy, Marketing Sheriff, in focusing on servicing higher-end clients, would be his main revenue stream. Similarly successful was MTG Headquarters, a channel based on the popular trading card game Magic the Gathering.
What's up, guys?
Gross.
Jeremy and Brandon here from MTG Headquarters. That's short for Magic the Gathering. How's it going?
I've never played that. I had a few friends who did.
While Brandon would make appearances on MTG Headquarters, this channel was largely run by Jeremy. Rather than focusing on the strategic elements of the game, Jeremy centered his content on unboxing card sets. There were still more channels to be made, such as Team RCN and RCS Spotlight. Both of these channels were soon abandoned, as was the fate for all of Jeremy's RC-related channels. As in early 2013, Brandon had moved, making frequent uploads unfeasible and decreasing Jeremy's passion for the channels.
This will be the last time I explain it. Brandon didn't leave, he got a job. And his job took...
He looks like the good result, the good ending version, sort of Full Metal Kendo a little bit.
I'm a fucking bitch. Took him to Kentucky.
Even the way,
I'm very happy for him.
Even the way he speaks, like we've got that one area where Kendo is at a school explaining why he got kicked out of college and suspended, and because he was creeping on some woman. His cadence is very similar.
RC videos soon paused across the board. Jeremy claims to have sold an RC channel, but is unspecific with which one.
You know, and then I started a channel about RC cars, and I sold that.
None of the aforementioned channels have seen any uploads outside of Brandon or Jeremy. Perhaps he means he sold a website. Only that too would be devoid of updates for years to come. Even the bottom of the website's homepage displays Brandon and Jeremy as the owners. Whatever the case, the RC channels and website remain largely inactive. Jeremy's focus instead was placed on his Magic the Gathering channel and his vlog/self-improvement channel, Me vs. Me. The latter was established under two goals: to lose weight from a starting point of 346 pounds and to drink less. Jeremy abandoned this channel and possibly his goals in just 3 months.
But he's also very fucking tall, if I understand. Like 6'6", 6'7", something like that, which still, 350 pounds is big no matter how fucking tall you are, unless you're Andre the Giant.
It was here in 2013, with nearly all former projects abandoned, he finally found the success he desperately sought. In making videos opening booster packs to obtain high-value cards, by September 2013, MTG Headquarters reached 25,000 subscribers, making it Jeremy's fastest-growing channel. Like his prior channels, he also created an accompanying website and focused on nearly daily uploads and giveaways.
Gonna do a giveaway coming up. Stay tuned. So, I'm gonna do a little bit of giveaway. Let's get right to it. And that's why I'm doing a giveaway right now too. I've been trying to give these away, which are the event decks. Jeremy here from MTG headquarters doing another sicko giveaway. I mean, obviously I kept the rares, so
sicko.
Yeah, you know, I gotta support the channel somehow.
These giveaways still required users to subscribe to MTG headquarters or the new set of trading card related channels. These did not perform nearly as well as his MTG channel. It could be because of his lack of knowledge of the other trading card games. In this video alone, he misnames one of the most iconic first-generation Pokemon several times.
Reverse Hollow Charmander, the Reverse Hollow Charmander, and a Reverse Hollow Charmander in the same pack. That happened in a different pack.
Is his name not Charmander?
Too.
Though it is possible that Jeremy has grown several channels for the sake of selling them, in a late 2013 blog, he states it is because he is lonely. This channel could be a distraction to fill the absence of the friendship Brandon provided.
I do YouTube for the community. That's the only reason I do it. I don't do it because I want to make money. Believe me, it's a money pit. I don't do it, you know, I do it to connect with people. I don't this isn't as like pathetic as it sounds, but like I don't have friends that, well, I have very few friends really in general, and it's not because I wasn't popular, not because you know, it's just life happens, and when you get older, you just don't connect with the same people you used to.
While Jeremy's loneliness is there, as he would later describe it in detail, the motivation to grow his channel was also likely monetary. Whatever the case, no matter how large his channel would get, he would always desire more. Even with MTG headquarters at 54,000 subscribers, his largest channel ever, it was still not enough.
How do we get to 100,000? How do we continue to fulfill the mission statement that is basically to grow the game and grow such an amazing community? And you guys have been truly awesome. So I've opened a store on the website, but what I've decided to do here is actually use a service that you probably heard about called Patreon. I'm going to use it to do amazing things. I've got so many things planned for the website. I'm not going to keep any of it. 100% of it's going to go right back into the site.
Jeremy claims he would use the Patreon money to...
See, that's a smart thing to say. Never want to say, well, I'm going to give it all to charity. No, because then they're going to ask for proof. But you're going to put it back into the company, the site. Yeah.
To incorporate applications into the MTG headquarters website, and to have 5 dedicated writers for it.
I know, it's God, I hate e-begging. It's annoying, but I just think this is a great way for us to work together to just keep the MTG community getting better and better and better, and you know, get up and take notice and really put together some awesome tools on mtgheadquarters.com, which is essentially everybody's website.
Jeremy, now 7 years into creating videos on YouTube, began to refine his approach, where he began simply asking for users to subscribe, and it evolved with giveaways. He was now incorporating purpose and community into his calls to action. Yet there was still room for improvement. His Patreon, as per the Wayback Machine, would not even reach the second milestone. And though Jeremy vowed to grow the MTG community, his efforts and finances were not entirely there. As in late 2014, he created another channel unrelated to Magic the Gathering, trading cards, remote control vehicles, or even tech support.
Hey there, I'm Jeremy, and you've come to that part of YouTube where you might be wondering how the heck you got here. Together, with my beautiful wife and our best friend Brandon, we're about as obsessed with the arcade as anyone, specifically claw machines. So obsessed, in fact, that we've already bought 4 different machines and have them in our houses.
Clawstruck was Jeremy and Brandon's newest channel. Although Brandon had moved away, Jeremy was dead set on moving near him.
Time had passed and I kicked around the idea of moving to Louisville.
And so being a person, being a YouTuber, you know, you always want to try to find things to make yourself successful, to make yourself rich and famous, all that shit. And I get the grifter, but I get the hustle, but it's also hard being me and just hating everything in life. So you can't really enjoy anything enough to make videos about it.
And, well, I've decided that I'm going to do that. And I'm looking for a home there, and it's going to have a big yard, one that I can put RC track in.
For the time being, in early 2015, Jeremy set his sights on yet another project. Not a website or YouTube channel, but an application he named GameFinder. The word finder is missing an E in the same style of Grindr, the location-based LGBTQ dating app. Likewise, GameFinder was an app for its users to find one another. The criteria were the games users sought to play in person. Jeremy managed to raise $30,000 for the app's development on
How many people would have been murdered by now if this has been a success in any kind of way?
Kickstarter, and it released just 3 months later.
This isn't a dead application whose owner is cashing in. In fact, the next pro is, in addition to being free, GameFinder currently is without any ads or even an upgrade cost.
Now, there are certain colors and patterns that go together, and then there are certain ones that don't. So if you're wondering how not to dress, go ahead and write this down right there. Those right there. Don't ever dress like this.
Well, that was the professor from the channel Tolarian Community College. Like Jeremy, the professor runs a Magic the Gathering-based channel.
Of course he
This
does.
is someone that Jeremy met at a convention earlier in the year.
He's a mage, I'm sure, or some kind of wizard name.
The professor was one of the creators Jeremy got along with. The same could not be said about Wedge from the Mana Source, a creator that canceled a meeting of fans and creators because Jeremy was to be in attendance. All this is explained in this video from Darium CCG. So even with Jeremy being
I need a wall of games and stuff. That's what I need. Yeah. I got a bunch of guys. I can make that work.
somewhat
Sure.
infamous in the Magic community, channels like Tolarian Community College were willing to be fair when assessing GameFinder. While the professor praised the app's lack of advertisements or predatory monetization, his complaints echoed the major issues users had with the app, describing it as simplistic and lacking in features. While Jeremy was aware of these complaints and sought to add more social elements to the app's main plight, according to Jeremy, was that it never hit critical mass. It was never able to reach a wider audience on launch day, meaning users would download the app to find few people online. Jeremy claims the app also had budgeting issues, such as spending too much on rewards for Kickstarter backers and too much on the development cost of the app.
Why have a green screen if you're not going to use it as a green screen? Again, Tarp guy, SGL Gaming.
Claiming to have spent $10,000 to $20,000 more of his own money to market it. If what Jeremy says is true, then MTG headquarters would be more to him than a device for monetary gain.
Now, you say he spent $20,000, but you think really he just counts his own time? I think people do that. I take what my hourly wage would be if I got paid by the hour, and if I worked on something for 2 or 3 hours, I'll just say that I've put this many dollars of my own into this.
If anything, Jeremy was building a sort of reliance on YouTube. There was something about seeing his channel grow that would excite him, that gave him purpose. This could explain the ever-increasing giveaways, and why he has yet to sell this channel. If growing the channel gives him purpose, then what happens when the growth slows? When the video's earnings begin to drop? The answer is this sort of video.
Earnings are lower now than they were a year and a half or even 2 years ago, I think, for at least for my channel. And I know if you watch guys like Brian or Wedge talk about it, it's the same thing. True for them and true for all YouTubers. Everything on this shelf is going to be given away to patrons. Each month I'm going to host several giveaways where any patron will just, win it from, even if you back for $1, you're eligible. I never started this channel with the expectation of making money. I think opening several $5,000 beta starter decks will tell you that.
Whenever Jeremy's channel begins to lose traction, he does whatever it takes to keep it growing. He increases the amount of giveaways, pleads with his audience, all while claiming that this is not for him. It is for his viewers. This early 2016 vlog on MTG headquarters is key to understanding his potential true motivation.
I never had any stress or anxiety, nothing until I was in my mid-20s, and bam, panic attacks every night. I know it's a combination of my brain chemistry and things I do. Not getting enough sleep, drinking too much caffeine. If I drink too much alcohol too many days in a row, I'm at a higher risk for it.
That was a video of Jeremy describing his anxiety issues, something that began in his 20s.
See, I thought he was some sort of political YouTuber just based on what he does now, but just seems like he's another one of those people who just was never good at any one thing, and so he just threw a bunch of shit at the wall.
Something that he has been unable to shake. Earlier in the same video, Jeremy explains how, approximately 30 times a day, he reaches into his pocket to make sure his Xanax is still there in case he has a panic attack. Coincidentally, the rate at which he's been getting these has seemingly increased since his channel's growth has slowed. Jeremy specifically cites how he's already had 2 panic attacks within the week he made the video. What is being established is a vicious cycle that would bind Jeremy the more he fit into it. The more he would try to maintain endless growth, the more it would crush him.
For the past year, I've been running myself ragged, trying to run a business as well as YouTube full-time. And while it's been worth every long night, it's unlikely I can continue this pace much longer. I'm just so tired all the time. Now, you may have heard of me talk about my Patreon for several months now. The truth is, the support I'm receiving on my Patreon is literally the only reason I can spend the amount of time I do now on these YouTube videos. What I so desperately want now is the chance to take my channel to the next level.
In this video, released April 2016, it appears Jeremy was reading a pre-written sales pitch, asking his audience to increase their support on his Patreon, allowing Jeremy to reduce the time spent on his clients from marketing the sheriff.
I mean, you can see his eyes looking back at his script as he does it.
Claiming it is for better or more diverse content on MTG headquarters. While Jeremy did make good on diversifying his content with the increase of collaborations, interviews with Magic the Gathering artists, and even PowerPoint presentation guides, none of these videos could trump his simple, effortless card opening videos. As much as Jeremy desired to change and improve into something superior, he could not find any footholds, and was slipping into a breakdown.
Now, I wish I'd done a lot of things differently. I wish I was friendlier with other Magic YouTube channels. I wish YouTube ad revenue wasn't less now than it was a year ago. But I can't change any of that, really.
It was just a month later, in May 2016, that Jeremy went on his infamous Twitter rant, spurred by this panel.
Women are playing Magic and we're here to stay and there are only going to be more of us. And that's kind of the conversation I want to have now, instead of just looking at us as something that is weird and to be studied.
This panel was streamed and uploaded in video form. It is titled Women in Magic Panel, and sits at only 22,000 views. It is not at all a video of major significance and is of 4 female judges discussing their experience in the Magic community, from the sexual harassment they receive to wanting women in Magic to be treated as a norm in the Magic community. Louis Scott Vargas, a streamer, quoted a different Magic creator who posted the link to the video on Twitter, noting how disappointing the comments were in response to the video. Jeremy, under his MTG headquarters account, responds by stating that they should not be so thin-skinned. Yet another creator joins the conversation, emphasizing how people should be less crappy to each other. Jeremy responds, quote, "I simply choose to not be offended by what anonymous commenters say. That's a lot more obtainable," unquote. The conversation then moves into gender and skin color.
Being a specific color, having specific genitals is totally unrelated. I mean, yeah, as a man, you probably shouldn't comment about how women feel about the comments that they get. You don't really know how that goes.
Jeremy stating it is entirely irrelevant to Magic players, and how his penis does not in fact make him stronger. This kicked off a new set of tweets, not directed at any individual creator, rather the Magic community in general. Quote, "So many mindless betas in the MTG community. Come on, sheep. Demand proof, statistics. You know, actual evidence. Attention, sheep. Formulate your own opinions. Being wrong is simply better than parroting popular opinion. Apparently presenting a logical alternative to playing a victim means you hate women. I should have known better, lol. Going back to real world. This era of feminism gets lost in spending more time shaming actual conversation. I love women. They are every bit are equal," unquote.
Yeah, it's never a good idea to take this kind of opinion public. A lot of us may have that same opinion, but you just don't blurt it out. And especially when it comes to women getting like sexist comments, which they
Jeremy
definitely
would
do.
delete
They
these
definitely
tweets
fucking
soon after
do.
posting.
gotta
This will not stop
get the
them from being
door.
archived and immediately posted again on Twitter. This user takes note of his specific.
All right, I'm not gonna do the Hassan Piker thing. And hold on, Charlie. Do the Hassan Piker thing and just leave my chair there while I wander off.
Specific tweet in response to a comment about planeswalkers needing their own bathroom.
But anyways, yeah, women, they look at things a lot differently than like men do. I mean, hell, even pumping gas in the middle of the night. There's a lot more mental shit going on when people make comments. If someone made a comment to me, I wouldn't even give a shit. I don't care. Because I don't automatically think that I'm going to get, like, graped in the middle of a parking lot. And a lot of these women, think that because of the way that people have come at them. And the comments on Twitter are no different. It's just very toxic, bad fucking place to be. It's like, same with people who are, like, closet racists. The internet's their place to come out and show off and show everybody what words they know. And, yeah. So the best thing for him to even do with this was not to get involved.
Jeremy adding that they should send their urine into the aether. This was viewed as a commentary about the controversy of trans people requesting to use the bathroom of their gender identity. Jeremy responds to this screenshot with, quote, "Things turn toxic, so I clean them up. But yeah, you're right. Planeswalkers should use their own bathroom in the aether, kid." Unquote.
I mean, this is what was going through my mind. You guys think that joke is transphobic? You think that joke makes me a monster? Let me show you what a monster is.
According to Jeremy, the pushback from his comments encouraged him to double down and act more aggressive, even if his intent was not an honest commentary. Even though Jeremy frames it this way, he would first attempt to regain the favor of the community with an apology on Reddit. Quote, "I want everyone to feel included in MTG. You can't really control how people react to certain things, and certainly Twitter is not a great place to have a complex discussion on gender issues. Everything I said after my original few tweets was at best insensitive and at worst outright wrong. Again, I am sorry." Unquote. This post has exactly 100 comments and 0 upvotes. The comments cite Jeremy's passion and specificity behind the deleted tweets and are distrusting of his apology. Some are even noting how often Jeremy is editing the Reddit post. To this specific comment, Jeremy responds, quote, "Yeah, it wasn't reading right. I am not good at writing, so that's why I do videos. I am just trying to apologize and the comments keep saying it's not good enough." Unquote. Jeremy would address his tweets in video form.
Drama over. Don't be a dick. I thought, I guess maybe I had to say that, but from what I'm seeing is you all just basically know that,
It took about a month and a half for Jeremy to begin right where he left off. On Twitter, he changed his display name to MTG Shitlord HQ, derisively called Wedge the Hamburglar. On his personal account, stated Wedge is a cancer, has 0 original ideas, and steals others' content, and tweeted even more, stating, quote, "Alpha personalities are the ones making all the money in MTG. Talk to any vendor. They are capitalizing on your beta-ness. The MTG community is not ready for truth. Cucks and white knights drive the entirety of the narrative. Wizards, discrimination is guaranteed if you have a conservative mindset. Community discrimination also guaranteed. I mean, look at their community team. Every one of them is a leftist."
And also, you're involved in a Magic the Gathering community where you're gonna have fucking weirdos. And weirdos are gonna get offended. So it's like, if you want to have that kind of mindset and you want to be vocal about it, you should go somewhere, some other kind of content that's not Magic the Gathering, like politics. And maybe that's why he is doing what he's doing now.
Don't be a beta lotus, folks. Be an alpha. Unquote.
In Magic the Gathering. Be an alpha. Be an alpha in Magic the Gathering.
Jeremy changed his display name again the following week, this time to make Magic dank again, and tweeted, quote, "Straight truth, the reason you can't trust me is easy. I don't need your money like other top MTG channels. Simple as that. Here is the thing about my fellow shitlords. We have real numbers. Some would like to believe everyone who plays MTG is a snowflake. Nope.
Oh, he's a hard ass. He's a hard ass Magic the Gathering. Dick swinging Magic the Gathering, right?"
Unquote. No. In August, continuing this escalation, Jeremy announced that he had blocked many people on Twitter. Back to his personal account, Jeremy posted pictures of his guns in response to riots happening in his area. Finally, Jeremy, on his MTG headquarters account, states there are no good-looking females or males.
So maybe this is, I've seen comparisons like, now he's showing off his guns, but he's in something nerdy like Magic the Gathering. Then I think about my guns and my lightsabers.
With personality, and that the vast majority of MTG YouTubers have subpar production quality and are boring. On the Magic TCG Reddit, users commented on Jeremy's ongoing rants. One former creator blames Jeremy for why he stopped making videos, specifically due to how Jeremy's low-effort pack openings flooded YouTube, potentially burying their higher-effort content. Other commenters shared the sentiment and denounced Jeremy, deeming his content as low-effort garbage that is composed of opening packs of Magic cards. The following month, on September 8th, Jeremy released a 28-minute video addressing his ongoing controversy.
Speaking of being nerdy and opening shit, I've never done any lightsaber openings. Maybe I should put them back in the box and pretend like I just got them again.
Saying that he needs to clear his name while claiming Reddit is a hate fest. Displeased in how Reddit mods are not policing comment sections enough, causing what he calls witch hunts directed at him. In this video, Jeremy states he takes no issue with trans or gay people, or any similar quality for that matter. Jeremy appears to be trying to de-escalate the tension between him and the Magic the Gathering community. And it worked, or so he thought. On September 9th, Jeremy posted 2 videos containing spoilers for an upcoming Magic the Gathering release. This is information from a PR firm working under Wizards of the Coast. The creators of Magic the Gathering often delivered to select content creators as a way to excite their audiences for upcoming cards. These videos performed terribly compared to Jeremy's pack opening videos. But the significance of this was not that it was meant to garner viewership, rather it appeared that Wizards of the Coast was extending an olive branch to Jeremy following his de-escalation. It was only when the spoilers were allegedly posted to Reddit that Jeremy, and to that extent the Magic community, was notified the spoilers sent to Jeremy was done so by mistake. While the original post does not appear to be archived, this Redditor quoted the Magic the Gathering employee.
This is like when DSP received some kind of bullshit that they took back after the fact.
On the matter. Quote, "We don't reward the behavior this channel exhibits. When we preview sets, we provide a handful of cards to our PR agency to use with outlets who aren't part of our core audience. When one of these outlets passed on using these cards, they reassign the cards to this outlet without doing research and also without checking with us first. We would not have greenlit his receiving of these cards had they asked." Unquote.
Here I was, feeling like a total moron to think that Wizards had just extended the olive branch and everything was going to be good.
Jeremy in this video compares that statement as an endorsement to witch hunt him, simultaneously claiming that Wizards of the Coast are listening to an extremely small minority of 30 or 40 people, while also stating that he is receiving a massive amount of hate. The one boon with this controversy is that Jeremy had a newfound angle to solicit donations, one that could weaponize culture and anger, a combination that would bring him much strife, but also considerable wealth.
You can speak with your wallet and take the plunge and back us on Patreon. The more backers we get on Patreon, the louder voice we can have, the more interesting things we can do. Wizards won't fly me out to PAX. We'll go to see them at PAX. That Patreon gets big enough, I'll fly to every major event and I'll stand there and do coverage for you.
See, I tried that. Give me money. I'll move to Akron. We'll do on the ground, Cyrax, homeless videos.
And I'll try to keep it real 100%.
This was the beginning of Jeremy's
Keeping it
capitalization of outrage. In the following years, Jeremy would master his craft. Meanwhile, with the understanding that he was not welcome in the Magic community, Jeremy revived Pokemon headquarters while still posting to MTG headquarters. The video announcing his return sits at less than 1,000 views. Jeremy posted on his Pokemon channel from late 2016 to early 2017. The channel failed to gain any momentum, with its videos far underperforming compared to videos found on MTG headquarters. It was here that Jeremy resigned himself as a pack opening channel with the occasional commentary video. The latter type of video was often on the topic or tangential to his infamy.
If you would have told me that there's a man more universally hated in the Magic YouTube community than me, I would have told you, you're crazy.
On June 5th, 2017, two things happened. Jeremy posted his final.
Don't watch him, but I avoided the pearl clutching, canceling. Typically don't punch. Didn't know he didn't used to. Yeah.
Claw machine related video on Clawstruck and live streamed while drunk. While he often tweeted at or commented on other creators in the MTG community, there was one that he targeted unprovoked. This was cosplayer Christine Sprankle.
Serial virtue signaler and crying for Patreon dollars cosplayer Sia Sprankle Run posted yesterday. Allow messages to my Facebook page again. Question my life choices immediately.
But it's like, what he said on Twitter about, people being outraged, and it's stuff that I kind of agree with, but it's just, I don't know, it's dumb, I guess, to go that hard over people being offended by comments or people, he's calling them white knighting people. It's like, what is it doing for you in your community to even make a post like that?
Posting out, came for cosplay inspiration and left only with an erection. In all seriousness, though, I love your work. Okay.
Jeremy was commenting on Sprankle's post and the comments found within. A post about receiving unwanted comments.
Here we go. Victor Puente, cuckold. You know this dude's a cuck. Oh yes, she's just.
That was his burp. No, this was way before that. This was years ago. This was back in like 2012, 2013, 14, I guess. This was it was about the Magic the Gathering. That there was a video of these 4 women who were panel judges or something, and they made a video. And the video was just a video. There was nothing really noteworthy about the video. But someone posted about the comments of the video on Twitter about how, there's a lot of like really creepy, cringy, sexist, just gross stuff. And so then Jeremy, the quartering, made a comment about people needing to not be so thin-skinned and just this stuff that, like I said, he's looking at it from his point of view. Like, if someone made a shitty comment or said something gross, he'd ignore it. I would ignore it. But like I said, women are different, and you can't assume to know how someone else's comment is going to affect someone else. And so he went hard with his point of view, again, about nothing that had nothing to do with him. And a shitstorm ensued, I guess.
Under constant anonymous direct message assault. Like, she is literally triggered. Here goes cuckold number Nicholas again. It makes me sad that you have to be. It makes me sadder that I'm not even surprised. Me, despairing over social norms. If you're going to creep, at least have some decent grammar. I'd agree with that. Obviously,
Sprinkle is a pro cosplayer. You know she's a professional cosplayer by the fact that she has to solicit Patreon dollars and then cry in her Patreon video to get loser beta cucks to give her money. I mean, it is like an all-you-can-cuck buffet on this thread. Oh, I'm sorry, Sprinkle. Let's look at your cosplay, your art, where some poor 14-year-old kid was...
That's art. I hell yeah.
Unfortunately, he made an erection comment about...
What's the link? I'm sort of getting into Magic the Gathering now.
And fuck him for being such a degenerate. I mean, what is sexual about this? Nothing, right? Oh, no. Totally nothing sexual about...
I'm not even sure what happened or why Kino... but they've always been at him. They've always been very critical of the quartering. Just being creepy, being a fat loser, just being a grifter, yeah. But there was never one certain thing. It was like they were just on their list. He was on their list of people to see what they're doing this week, how he's being creepy to this person, how he's grifting this person, how he's, I guess, faking his numbers, saying he's got 30, 40,000 live viewers, etc. And then being so successful, and having all these airplanes, and then having to make videos about how poor he is and needing more money. But what made the quartering turn around and start going back after them, I don't know. I don't know if they hit a nerve with one particular thing they covered. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of brief videos that can work with my attention span. You know, everything with Kino Casino ends up being like 8 or 9 hours.
Oh yeah, here you go, Sprinkle. Another totally non-sexual picture where the Pokeball happens to be right on your fucking bush. Okay, let's see what we got here.
How do you know she has a bush?
Oh yeah, you're wearing a bodysuit. Yeah, nothing sexual about that. Oh, here you go, wearing basically a bra. Yep, nope, nothing hot about that. Here we go again, more basically 75% nude, nothing sexual there. Oh yeah, look at a bodysuit. Yeah, I'm not going to sexualize you. I mean, fuck me if I'm going to say that I wish there was a little slot down here, you know, for me to, you know, for us to pleasure each other. You know, because that's not what your intent is.
Jeremy ended up directing his audience towards Sprinkle's Twitter. If not his comments, then this is indisputable evidence of targeted harassment.
Please, everyone on the internet, come and support CS Sprinkle Run on Twitter and let her know how totally unattractive and unsexual she looks and how few Patreon dollars you're going to give her, and maybe she will avoid these digital rapes.
This was not the only time Jeremy commented on Sprinkle or her appearance. In this tweet, Jeremy refers to Sprinkle as a man. This Twitter user claims that Jeremy, in a deleted video directed at Sprinkle, stated, quote, "She's a dog, a 3 out of 10. I'd still do her."
Oh. But no, this video by Joon the King is about his entire, I guess, history, which is very, very long. He's been around for 20 years now, it seems like. Well, maybe not 20 years, but 15. And so, yeah, the video itself is 3 hours, almost 4 hours long. So we're going to watch a portion of this, and if everybody likes it and likes what we're doing, we'll do it again tomorrow, and however many days it takes to finish it. Hey, Haley Cakes, he is such a scumbag. He definitely is. And there's a lot of things about him that there's certain views that he has that I also have, but his is more extreme than my views. Mine are maybe more muted than his and not so stuck in my ways, I guess, than he is.
These comments all came back when, in November 2017, Sprinkle stated that Jeremy, through MTG headquarters, has made her life hell this whole year. She followed this tweet by announcing that she was ostensibly leaving the Magic community, also citing that she was going through a horrible breakup. Jeremy was immediately blamed for Sprinkle's departure. One day later, Jeremy published 2 videos. The first could be found on his newest channel, The Quartering, a channel that hosted commentary videos mostly commenting on the Magic community or media similar to it. The second...
So the Quartering has something to do with Magic the Gathering? I always wonder what the hell the Quartering meant.
was MTG headquarters. These videos bring attention to the ongoing campaign to get him banned from Magic the Gathering, a campaign whose supporters were galvanized with the departure of Sprinkle. Commenters and creators alike were calling on Wizards of the Coast to take action, pointing out Jeremy's comments. Yet there was one often missed, a video in where Jeremy does not target a specific creator, cosplayer, or commentator. Rather, Mark Rosewater, the head designer for Magic the Gathering.
I ran a similar scientific poll, and I even asked everyone to tell the truth. I said, hey, quick poll. How many of you did Mark Rosewater touch inappropriately?
God. Again, he looks just like fucking Kendo.
I'm a fucking bitch.
How many of you did Mark Rosewater touch inappropriately? Tell the truth, Internet. Since Internet polls are scientific fact, consider this your trial.
Parentheses, tell the truth, Internet. Since Internet polls are scientific fact, consider this your trial, Mark Rosewater. Now, I know he has me muted. That's fine.
Jeremy created a poll insinuating that Mark Rosewater was a predator even after Mark had blocked him. This was Jeremy's attempt to discredit Twitter polls and also his response to Mark Rosewater citing a Twitter poll as evidence.
Here's proof. Did a survey yesterday ask women who play Magic whether or not they ever been harassed or made to feel unwelcome at an organized event. 51% reported they had specifically because of their gender, and 21% did, but unrelated to their gender. Yeah. See, the whole thing is a very touchy subject that men probably have no business chiming in, and definitely not telling them basically to get thicker skin, I guess. That's just my opinion. Because I know women feel differently at 2 o'clock in the morning pumping gas. If that makes any sense at all.
Suffice to say, Jeremy had time and time again made himself known to senior employees at Wizards of the Coast. On November 26, 2017, the professor uploaded a video attempting to speak to the MTG community and reach Jeremy.
His colors are a little bit better matching, but still weird.
Calls for de-escalation, for community members to stop harassing Jeremy and for Jeremy to stop his own campaign, even though he knows how unlikely that is. This video was far more comprehensive than any other video commenting on the ongoing scandal. Most importantly, it contained a great deal of evidence that Jeremy was persistent in harassing his online targets.
Jeremy, just being fair here, just being reasonable here, do you think that when someone such as myself, and this is just one example, makes a reply to someone that says, oh, you lost a follower over Nazi punching joke, but you gained a modern follower, seems like you traded up, to make an entire video saying I advocate political violence? I received so many comments about Nazis and the Holocaust and my being one and what I'm doing. And, you know, most of my family died in concentration camps.
The professor's video saw mixed reception. While it was touted for the amount of evidence against Jeremy, some creators took issue with the professor's presentation and the alleged scope of 2 years that Sprinkle was harassed by Jeremy when there only existed months, not years, of evidence of harassment online.
Did anyone mention the fucking ugly-ass jacket, though? Some things are important to me.
It seems to me like the way you're presenting yourself just now and the way that you've made this video, you've kind of tried to make it look as if you're coming from an area of good faith when it's kind of obvious that you're just trying your hardest to virtue signal for what you feel is the righteous side.
That was creator Count Dinkula, a creator that would later start a podcast with Jeremy. He encourages his audience to research this for themselves, advice that will go well to Jeremy's own response to the professor's video. not found on MTG headquarters, but on the quartering. Jeremy's video opened with the professor's minor comment about Nazi comments.
Did you just evoke concentration camps to strengthen your video about mean tweets?
Jeremy failed to engage with the overarching arguments that Jeremy is disruptive and that he encourages unwelcome comments. Instead, Jeremy chooses to comment on the professor's superficial qualities.
I want to point out, look at how disheveled he looks.
Yeah, why would you go for such low-hanging fruit? I mean, it's a fucking ugly jacket, yeah. Brown and green. I know, it looks like shit.
He has kind of a lazy face. His hair's all awry.
It is.
This is on purpose, okay?
This goes on for about 2 minutes. Jeremy fails to state anything of substance. It is then that Jeremy claims that the professor's video was so well researched that it must have been a collaborative effort. Jeremy then presents this theory as fact, and states it as proof that there is a secret collaborative movement to smear him. Jeremy then reframes the professor's overarching argument, claiming that there is no evidence that he harassed creators like Sprinkle. Instead, there is only evidence that he is a quote-unquote asshole. To go even further, Jeremy claims he is the target of wide-scale harassment, and that Sprinkle failed to provide any evidence herself that she was harassed online by Jeremy, discounting any evidence directed towards her because she was not the one who sourced it.
The difference between this cosplayer and me, of course, is I actually showed the hundreds of messages I received. I showed the actual threats. I showed people sending me the names of my parents and their address.
Jeremy, to discredit the professor and those against him, continued to claim there was no evidence against him, also insinuating he did not delete anything.
There's evidence, but he must have deleted it. Or in this case, the professor insists I did.
While Jeremy does delete evidence, as was made clear as far as a year ago during his first major scandal, allegedly, the livestream where Jeremy fantasized about a slot in Sprinkle's morph suit and directed his audience to her Twitter page was taken down by YouTube under a community guideline strike, making it difficult to source larger portions of it. It also did not help that many of his Twitter accounts were recently banned. And while Jeremy questioned the professor or Sprinkle receiving harassment or unwanted attention, he provides evidence of such a thing, but only against him, citing the negative effects the professor's video had on his channel.
I have never blamed the professor for the barrage of hate that came my way after he made this video. 1,000 people unsubscribed from Unsleeved Media after he did this video.
Jeremy goes as far as to insinuate that Sprinkle is responsible for the harassment he is now receiving.
At Christine Sprinkle, who I think most humans would be infuriated at. She posted a dangerously false tweet. Let the hate mob ascend on me for going on 2 weeks now, and has done nothing to correct the situation.
Though Jeremy claimed that the professor is a manipulator and failed to bring a shred of evidence forward, Jeremy, in his video response, skips all the evidence presented. Notice how in Jeremy's reaction, the video inexplicably jumps. This is because Jeremy skipped from 4 minutes 24 seconds to 6 minutes 55 seconds, over 2 minutes of voice clips, portions of his removed livestream, and more than 10 tweets directed at Sprinkle or cosplayers in general. Jeremy does not acknowledge this jump, and it was not the last time he would edit around evidence. This next jump is even more egregious. Jeremy pauses the professor's video at 7 minutes 25 seconds. 1 more second and he would have displayed the evidence against him that he claims does not exist. For the next 7 minutes, the professor shows countless tweets and video clips, all of which Jeremy skips, again not acknowledging that he did so, and picking up his reaction at 5 minutes and 1 second of a 20-minute video. Jeremy closes this video by insinuating the professor is similar to Adolf Hitler.
Someone who is willing, as I said, to literally evoke the Holocaust on their petty crusade to silence and ban someone whose ideas they disagree with, someone whose ideas they don't have to interact with. No.
But he's like the right extreme, but doing the same thing, saying they're doing it to him, he's just as bad as they are, I would have handled the whole thing differently. I would have fucking ignored it and just pretend like nothing happened.
Nobody's forcing him
But
to
that's
watch
how
my
I-
videos.
that's how I
Nobody's
do things.
forcing him to read my tweets.
No one is forcing him to view your tweets. That's not really true. Because you know how the internet is. They see something and they want to stoke fires. They will make sure they see your tweet. Whether or not you're blocked, doesn't matter. They're going to get clipped, screenshots, filled. So he's going to see, he's going to be forced to read it, basically, by somebody.
You know, Professor, you actually sound a lot like somebody from history that your family might be familiar with.
Jeremy pressed on that there was no strong evidence proving that he had harassed anyone throughout this period, even selling a shirt in that theme, which he allegedly donated the profits of.
Show me the receipts. You know what? I printed a T-shirt today that I think I'm going to link in this video, and I'm going to donate all the proceeds to whatever the most reputable like men's shelter is in the area. So make sure you get your shirt with a fan-drawn face of me saying, "Let's show me the receipts."
Jeremy did get the receipts. On December 7, 2017, he received an email from Wizards of the Coast notifying him that he received a lifetime ban.
What does this mean? Well, I can't play in any pre-releases. I can't play in any sanctioned events. I can't play online. In fact,
God, he fucking get hydrated before you make a fucking video.
they actually confiscated my entire Magic Online collection.
Jeremy claimed he recouped the cost of his digital collection via PayPal chargebacks. As for the video announcing his ban, there is something seemingly sinister at play. At 10 minutes and 20 seconds, Jeremy begins going through the evidence Wizards of the Coast sent him, then informed their choice to ban him. Notice, at the bottom left side of the screen, it is clearly stated that there are 12 attachments. Attachment 1 is a tweet where he calls Wedge the Hamburglar. Attachment 2 is presumably a joke about trolling a friend. Attachment 3 is a tweet about trolling that same person and the professor. Attachment 4 appears to be another joke about wearing a shirt with the famous internet cartoon frog Pepe to trigger people. Attachment 5 is what appears to be another joke that includes Pepe. Attachment 6 looks to be a joke about concentration camps. Attachment 7 is Jeremy alluding to a Magic player having a quote-unquote pedo smile. Attachment 8 is Jeremy in response to an accusation where he encourages R-wording individuals, responds by saying he would not even R-word the poster. Then, this is attachment 9 of 12.
I love the ladies of Magic, but dudes who bring their girlfriends to stand over their shoulder every game are annoying as fuck. Teach them to play or go home. What's wrong with that? Am I not allowed to have an opinion? Am I not allowed to have an opinion? I mean, this is the evidence, okay?
Jeremy plainly rants about this being the only evidence Wizards of the Coast presented against him. The screen then fades into his facecam. He failed to show whatever those last 3 attachments were. On the topic of deception is this screenshot of Jeremy defending himself in the third person, presumably failing to log into an alternate account to defend himself. It appears Jeremy is not being entirely honest to his community, and Jeremy has a possible motivation to be dishonest.
You should subscribe to it so that I can send it to Polygon and tell them thanks for the press and all the new subscribers. Then you can just quietly unsubscribe if you don't like the content. So many of you are like sharing these videos. People are I'm seeing them on Facebook. People are signing up on Patreon. Like, this is crazy. How can I help? Well, I would love to be able to cover more of these games. I have a Patreon where if you want to, say, throw a few bucks, that would go a long way. I have a one-time donation link to the war chest. That would help. All I can do right now is I set up a war chest on PayPal where people, if they choose to, please believe me that you don't have to. This is like literally the worst time to be shilling for this kind of stuff. But it goes without saying that money is power. And I can make the promise to all of you that any money there or people that decide to back on Patreon, so many of you have already, and I'm so thankful for that, 100% of that money goes back into the channels.
Jeremy's promoting of his Patreon was for naught. because come February 2008,
any money that you guys give me goes right back into the channel. That's kind of true. Buying stupid-ass video games and lightsabers. They get shown on the channel. Technically, that's right.
Ed would be banned because, quote, you recently doxed members of your online community, unquote. This could have resulted from Jeremy's new crusade against pedophiles in the Magic the Gathering community. Specifically judges, mostly all former judges, that were convicted but not on the banned list next to Jeremy. Though Jeremy failed to find a large number of active judges that were predators, his attention to the matter did appear to influence an update on Wizards of the Coast terms and conditions that force stores to run background checks on their staff and those who they engage with that interact with the public, meaning judges. Though Jeremy was not credited for influencing this change, it was celebrated amongst the Magic community. A community that, due to his ban, Jeremy was drifting away amicably from, as in this video he claimed that he made contact with Sprinkle and the two apologized to each other. Jeremy then renamed MTG headquarters to Unsleep Media in an attempt to pivot to covering the card game genre as a whole. His recent scandal introduced him to a cast of new allies and helped him refine a lucrative genre of video
there was Worski
that he had been making for the wrong audience. The same type of video that created enemies in the Magic community was going to usher in Jeremy's largest and longest running channel.
And all these people grew up to be the same fuckers in middle school that were like, well, if you don't subscribe to the popular idea, maybe Pogs at the time, or starter jackets, I don't know, I'm old, then you're not cool. Or if you were poor, you weren't cool. Or if there's a whole variety of things that would make you outcast. But now, when they get older, they get a little power on Twitter, they can find more people that, it's like the blob. And then they become this massive thing of groupthink and toxicity that's trying to push everyone out who disagrees and then just absorb more people into their ideology. What I want to do, hopefully, with this channel is to push these conversations forward.
Obviously, I don't want any bullshit SJW book. As always, SJW's always lies. SJW lesbian space gem. Garrett. SJW red-haired.
Okay, so now I guess this is when he starts really becoming the quartering, doing the social justice warrior anti-stuff.
Blue-haired Mohawk guy.
Yeah.
General SJW buzzwords. Lolcow, milking the feminist lolcow down. Classic SJW stuff. BuzzFeed hates men. Feminist agenda person's feminist propaganda. Everyone needs to stop getting triggered. I'm not a fan of.
This is where I guess he got most of his popularity and money, because, like I said, you're in Magic the Gathering. You can't, I guess, have those kind of views that he has and make them public, or he's going to offend everybody in that community, one side or the other. So he drifts towards right wing.
Brie Larson. Maybe it's because Brie Larson. Your favorite, Brie Larson. Brie Larson is going to help you. And that Brie Larson. Just you and me. All female, mega diverse MCU film directed by Brie Larson. Do it.
Just posting, my 5th Brie Larson video in 30 days.
Oh.
Things like that.
I'm already known as the guy who makes 1,000 videos about Brie Larson. The action, it's got to be live. It's got to be in the moment. I also have to admit that I really dislike Brie Larson.
Though Jeremy may be capable of having a nuanced discussion, for the vast majority of his videos, he certainly does not display it. In his past, his incuriousness and inability to formulate a cohesive argument has forced him, time after time, to make videos reliant on emotion or sensationalism to draw an audience. This is why Brandon's technical breakdowns in their RC channel often outperform Jeremy's. It is also why Jeremy was relegated to opening packs of cards in a game known for its complexity and strategy, areas explored and dominated by his contemporaries. When forced to create meaningless content, the only variable Jeremy can control is content frequency. Card opening videos were easily replicable. It created competition that Jeremy admitted he could not compete with.
Guys like Open Boosters came along and kind of slayed the beast in terms of, ultra rare vintage product openings.
This is not the only time Jeremy was outperformed by other channels.
And also there were a bunch of claw machine channels. Here's some deep lore. They were faking their wins. It's hard to compete winning a plush, a Bart Simpson plush, when these 15-year-old kids are faking winning Xboxes and this and that. So everyone lost faith.
Jeremy is limited to producing sensational videos. He is deceitful and or manipulates footage to favor him, and he uploads frequently and typically on the same day the video was recorded. Jeremy is a perfect fit for a political commentary channel, but political commentary narrowed to only culture, and again narrowed only to pop culture. For Jeremy, the era of selling channels had passed. Now it was the era of selling outrage. If this was all that Jeremy did, he could be very successful. Only he has two major flaws. There is a part of him that demands respect online. The same part of him also seeks fellowship online. These two elements drive the opposite of the desired result.
Thank you for your purchase, Sargon of Akkad.
So yeah, he wants to be loved, but he also wants to be an asshole.
Would like to personally thank you for your purchase of 1 vial of his semen. This is a lot. Do you think I don't know if you use it to season or what, but
you purchased someone's semen.
But here goes nothing. Can't say I've ever tasted anything like that before. It's almost like when you have Cinnamon Toast Crunch and you have just the cinnamon and milk at the bottom of the bowl.
That was a video titled Sargon of Akkad's Semen Taste Test. Sargon of Akkad is a creator that makes similar videos to Jeremy. He is someone that Jeremy greatly admired. Admired enough to make this strange, sarcastic video because Coach Redpill, a creator in the same space as Jeremy, commented about such a thing.
Coach Redpill asked me, actually stated, really, keep sucking on Sargon's dick, boy. V says that Sargon's cum tastes awfully good. So does it?
Jeremy is not one to save face or cut his losses. This exchange was the first domino. It would bring more.
So because of that, someone, I've gotten plenty of weird fucking comments like that. Never made me want to even think to make a video about pretending to drink someone's cum.
Confrontation, and that confrontation would have Jeremy reveal otherwise private information. On May 21st, 2018, Jeremy and Coach Redpill confronted each other on a live stream.
I'll go
How many
education
children do you
to
have?
education.
How
I'll
many
go house
children
to
do you
house
have?
with you. I'll go wife to wife with you. I'll go bank
Okay.
account to bank account with you.
I don't think you want to go there. Okay, sure.
I will.
How many children?
I will.
How many children?
0.
Okay, I've got 4 by 3 different women.
Okay, so you're a shitty dad. Congratulations.
Jeremy and Coach Redpill.
Did he quit? I did see something on Twitter where he deactivated his Twitter account, but I don't think he has quit like altogether. This guy's been a weirdo. Miss Minion watched him a lot. He started talking. I keep hearing about the Count Dankula thing, and I have seen bits and pieces of that, and I think this is getting close to that part. And I don't know if he has quit YouTube or not, but I always thought he was going the Rumble route. Like that was his big platform.
Also compared their subscriber count. Most importantly, the two compared their estimated net worth.
How many figures?
On net, probably low 7s.
Keep striking anyone who talks about it. But the only person who probably could get away with it is going to be Joon the King. So hopefully he's got it in here.
Okay.
At 35.
At 35. Okay, good.
Jeremy claimed to be a millionaire. This would not be the last time he would flaunt his wealth, but it was the first time and perhaps the only time that Jeremy provided information on his net worth. This otherwise worthless information is...
Heard he was wearing eyeshadow to cover the black spots under his eyes. He might be. I mean, I would never really do that, but I understand. I guess some people, TV anchors do it all the time. Movie stars, whatever. People on camera.
dangerous when put alongside any would-be desperate plea for financial assistance. For the moment, it would drown under a sea of noise. For the present, it was mid-2018 that Jeremy was hitting a stride in spotlighting social justice warriors, or SJWs, a derisive umbrella term used to describe indignant, unruly adults. Jeremy was able to recenter the frustration pop culture enthusiasts felt in their hobbies, such as comic books, towards these SJWs. While Jeremy failed to move the conversation, if anything made tensions worse, he was successful in growing the quartering, going from 1.5 million views a month to 7 million by August, then to over 10 million views a month nearing the end of 2018. During this time, Jeremy started the podcast channel The Incredible Salt Mine with 2 other creators. Stories told in these episodes would haunt him far into the future. This specific story only made possible due to a chat member donating $500.
Somebody just fucking donated $500. I have to tell the story about how I shit my pants now.
Oh, you do?
Once upon a time, I believe I was probably 32, 33, maybe 34.
So hang on, what was that a couple of years ago? How old are you?
Yeah. I'm 36.
Okay, all right.
So
This
yeah,
is
it was
recent.
vivid.
Go on.
The memory is vivid. We're at Walmart. We had just eaten, my wife and we had just eaten at Qdoba. And like, you know, when you're gonna have I would say watery shit, you can kind of tell like your stomach kind of gurgles and you know it's gonna be bad. Well, we're grocery shopping and it starts to hit me. I'm like, oh, I gotta shit. We're in the front of the store by the vegetables. The bathrooms are way in the back or in the front of the store, like on the other side, looking for avocados. And then it's like, oh shit, it's time. And my mind immediately goes in like slow motion where I'm doing the calculation. I realize at this moment that there's a real possibility I might shit my pants because it was just like fucking happening. I start thinking, well, if it happens, I don't want it to be up front by all the checkouts where everybody sees me. So I decide to take the longer route to the back because I know I can kind of duck through like the clothing and like the automobile section. People aren't going to see me in case the inevitable happens. I hit the shoe section, which you guys haven't been at Walmart, but the shoe section, you're about halfway. You can see the bathrooms. The second I see the bathrooms, I get like shit radar. And I'm like, okay, it's happening now. I'm starting to think,
he's trying to make it to the bathroom.
If I have to shit in the store, where is the best place to shit in a Walmart? Because I'm not going to make it. I knew for a fact I wasn't going to make it. So I cut down the shoe aisle because nobody shops for shoes at Walmart. And then I've resided myself.
How about the toilet paper owl? Man.
To shitting my pants in a Walmart at this point. I'm thinking, okay, so my wife's gonna have to find me like some sweatpants or something. I'm going to shit my pants. It's happening. And at that moment,
I mean, if it was like the old days where they had those circular shirt racks, you could always like sneak in the middle of it and then blow ass right there. And then just reach up and grab a sleeve or something from one of the shirts, wipe your ass, and there you go.
A little came out. Started running down my leg. And I like, oh my God. You know what? I'd rather than like kneel and accept my fate, I'm fucking going for it. So I hit the back wall. I'm on the home stretch. With each step, a little more is coming out. And it's running down my leg now to where it's like at my sock. I'm covered in shit. And I'm running like clenched butt. And I get into the bathroom.
Were you leaving a trail? Were you leaving a brand
Yeah, there was a
trail?
little bit. There was a little bit on the ground.
For those who may not know what I'm talking about, just imagine one of these filled with shirts. And you're all comfy right there in the middle, just letting it all run out. And it's all going to be sort of contained right here. Where the hell is my, yeah, there it is. Contained right here in this little area. As long as you, maybe sort of balance, put your feet right here and right there. Perfect fucking crime. But they don't really have those too often anymore. Not like in Walmart. Shit, maybe they do. I don't know. It's been a while since I've wandered into the clothing area of Walmart.
Ground when I was walking back. Yeah. There are a couple spots, yeah. And so I get into the bathroom. I open the bathroom door, and thanks to my quick thinking, I'm already taking my pants off because I'm thinking, all right, well, my underwear, it's over. The underwear, those aren't coming home with me. But if I can save my pants, because I'm like,
Okay, I get where all this is going, but why is this such an embarrassment?
6'5", 6'6", and a big dude. I'm not finding pants on the rack at the store. So I'm like, I gotta save my pants. So I burst into the bathroom. My pants are already half off. Shit's coming out of down my leg. There's a fucking dude at the urinal, and he whips his head around and said, "Dude, I'm shitting myself. Sorry." And there's shit
oh my God.
all over the floor.
Why did he need to know that?
Yeah, I was taking my pants off. I thought he should know. That it wasn't like...
Dude, I'm shitting myself. Sorry.
Jesus. Yeah. And at this point, it's just over. It's over. I get into the stall. Thank God no one was there. Otherwise, I was going to sit on the trash can. And what's left just exits by no choice of my own. It's the rest.
Or like that movie Bridesmaids where she does it in the sink.
Of it. Now I'm looking down. My pants are in the middle of the Walmart bathroom with several spots of shit. There's shit all over the floor in the bathroom. And this...
Did the guy just scurry out, or is he...
No, dude, this guy is a fucking hero, okay? He's a cotton-top black dude. I don't know if he worked there or what the deal was, but he fucking barricaded the door for me. He's like, I got you, dude.
What a fucking hero.
Yeah. He's like, I got you, man. He's like, no one's coming in. So then I begin the long cleaning process of having to take a 6'5", 300-pound man taking a bath in a Walmart sink because I had shit all over me. And at no point, by the way, does my wife turned one way, saw me picking out avocados. 30 minutes later, she gets a text from me. I shit myself. She had no idea. She had fucking no idea where I went. She thought I was like mad and I left. It was like, because, obviously I'm like, look, I got to handle this. When you're covered in your own fecal matter.
She's just following the trail of shit like fucking Hansel and Gretel.
She had no idea where I even went. By the time I get cleaned up, I'm like, oh, I should probably tell my wife, what's going on. And I had like 30 missed calls, 20, 30 missed calls from her. She had no fucking idea. By the time I get back to my wife, she's fucking pissed because she had to do all the grocery shopping by herself. I'm like, but I shit myself. And she's like, well, you're not driving in my car. So she because there was obviously still poop spots on my pants. They were fine, but there was some splatter.
Though the streamed podcast where Jeremy told his story only got 30,000 views, retellings of the story would get considerably more viewership. On the topic of viewership, Jeremy began uploading 2 videos a day and began his crusade against celebrity Brie Larson, the actress who played Captain Marvel in Captain Marvel, a movie based...
I don't know what his problem with her is. I've never seen Captain Marvel. I've never seen her before in my life.
Based on the Marvel comics. Jeremy covered the release of Captain Marvel while commenting on Brie Larson's own controversial comments. In his career, he's made 270 videos on the topic of or mentioning Brie Larson. Jeremy made so much money covering her that he dedicated a new shed to her.
Every night before I go to bed, too. Just a little ritual. Appreciate you. Just one right here, too.
Appreciate you.
Jeremy covered other evolving stories, such as the exploitation of Stan Lee and the fall of Anita Sarkeesian. Yet neither of these were as lucrative as his coverage of Brie Larson. As with any of his other videos, Jeremy often poorly summarized articles, sometimes missing key information that made the point of his video moot. For example, there is this video uploaded in 2021. The headline partly reads, "On-screen killer Michael Myers is branded homophobic for murdering a gay couple in new film." But horror fans argue it is a sign of equality. This is
Well, I would think it is a sign of equality, but
an article about several tweets.
I would think that this is like ironic.
I would think that it's but it's also throwing it in everyone's face, you know. It's like there are no regular couples. There are no regular, not regular, that fucking word. Traditional. There's nothing traditional because they're all filled with other types of things, other whatever, to meet standards, equality.
Satire, but it's not.
Quote, the Twitter user later added, "If it wasn't already clear enough, this tweet was a joke, so please stop attacking me." Unquote. Not only is this in the article Jeremy is reading, it is on screen while he is contradicting it. It does not end there.
I got so many people like outright stating very obviously fake, false information, like so easily researchable, and then stating it so emotionally as fact that it made me think like, these people are actually insane.
As profitable as it was for Jeremy to monetize nonsense outrage and antagonize others on YouTube or Twitter, back in 2018, some posts would have lasting consequences that outweighed any monetary gain or support. On June 30th, 2018, in response to Matt Fantastic alleging someone was being predatory, Jeremy, as he did with Mark Rosewater, claimed, quote, "Someone once told me Matt Fantastic did some horrible things with young boys. He should pay for what he did. Listen and believe me." Unquote.
This is the window he punched in after not being able to continue to punch me. Here's some witnesses. Hey, did that guy just ask my name and then start assaulting me?
Yeah, he said, "Hey, are you Jeremy Hambley?" And you said, "Yeah," and he goes, "Fuck you," and reached over and started punching you in the head.
I don't know if you saw the YouTube footage, but just got here to Gen Con 2018, was hanging out with basically Gen Con royalty.
On August 2nd, 2018, Jeremy was assaulted at a bar near Gen Con, a convention he was attending. Jeremy explains the assailant asked him to verify who he was before striking him repeatedly on the back of his head, then fled before the police could be called. Jeremy also alleges that the bar initially refused to call the police.
Look at this shirt. Fucking ripped my shirt. Wait, hold on. Ripped all the buttons off my shirt. Fucking, my arm is bleeding from, here, let me put it this way. Can you see that? That's just from me trying to pull away from this guy. Like, he probably thinks he's so fucking woke. And he's gonna go tell his buddies how cool he was, right? For attacking somebody when they weren't even looking.
Quote, "I'm keeping a lower profile, but I'm straight chillin' and doing fine. Telling stories about me online is what it is. No charges. I haven't fled the con/state. I'm drinking beers, playing games, and doing business with my friends." Unquote. Matt Fantastic, the assailant who was identified the same day of the attack, ended this post with #PunchNazis. On the 4th, Jeremy commented on the widespread coverage of his assault, remarking on the support he was receiving and vowing to pursue legal action. And though he initially wanted to prematurely leave Gen Con in fear of another assault, he made the decision to remain for his previously appropriated time. With videos of support pouring in, Jeremy on August 9th created a GoFundMe for the purpose of suing Matt Fantastic. The fundraiser undershot its goal of $40,000 by $6,000. Still, Jeremy went forward with it. In the midst of filing, Jeremy received an email from the Gen Con company, informing him that he and Matt Fantastic were banned from attending future events, a decision influenced by the possibility of further retaliation at Jeremy at upcoming conventions. The results of the lawsuit, to some, would be similarly disappointing. Rather than reaching judgment, Jeremy and Matt settled. Matt's apology in video form appears to be a condition for this settlement.
Hi, this is Matt Loader. Some of you know me as Matt Fantastic. Just prior to Gen Con 2018, I let my anger get the best of me and physically confronted Jeremy Hambley outside a bar in Indianapolis
over some shit he said online.
Statements he made about me previously.
But no, he didn't make them about you. He even prefaced the whole thing with, oh God.
I unequivocally take responsibility for my actions that evening, which were wrong, and apologize to Jeremy for my thoughtless conduct.
Matt looked gleeful in his apology, something that was not lost on those reacting to Jeremy's video. Quote, Matt is basically smirking at the beginning of his apology. He clearly doesn't think this is a serious situation even after losing. Since we will never know the terms of the settlement, I suspect from his smugness that he was not made to pay out much of anything, probably not even the cost of Jeremy's lawyers, since Jeremy only said, quote-unquote, remaining funds would be donated, unquote. This was just the first of Jeremy's fundraising efforts started in 2018 to reach an unsatisfying conclusion. The second was a fundraiser for Exclusively Games, a video game, tabletop, and arcade game media website campaigning as a space devoid of politics. Quote-unquote, all games, no politics. Though Jeremy had experience managing websites across several channels with little overhead, this changed in 2014 when his Patreon asked for $5,000 per month for a full staff of presumably 4 to 5 writers and an application development team.
But yeah, him trying to create something that's not political, I think he means something that's only his view of political. Because,
changed again in late 2018 when Jeremy claimed running website now cost $30,000 for 3 months. He also stated in the fundraising that he pre-funded the graphic design of the website, the HTML coding of the website, the vBulletin software, and the website's forum. The $10,000 a month was to pay for articles, editors, mods, social media managers, ongoing graphic design, merge creation, and server protection. The funding concluded with $159,443 raised. The website appears to have launched early 2019 to little fanfare. This is quantifiable because the articles have a view counter underneath them. While some would get as high as 8.5 thousand, others would slump to 400 views, a fraction of the viewership Jeremy was receiving on his main channel. Additionally, the website did not seem stringent in its policy to keep politics out. For example, there is this article covering Roblox reversing PewDiePie's ban on the platform. The article cited this image as the explanation for his ban, naming specifically a redirecting of unsafe and inappropriate sites/channels, alongside inappropriate behavior, though this reasoning was dubious as the ban was reversed and it specifically arose through an erroneous flagging system. The article cites the reasoning for the initial ban as a quote-unquote political decision while failing to expand on how it was politically motivated.
I don't think that's what he means by political, though.
Most of the commenters do not question the writing, this user does. Quote, isn't that political? I thought this site should...
Because it says political, it doesn't mean that kind of political, I don't think, but
be free of this kind of stuff, unquote. A different user responds, quote, type text here, ellipses. Not really. An influencer was banned from an online video game. Was it for 2 political reasons? Maybe, but it's still interesting to know. And the right...
But not that kind of politics. There's office politics that has nothing to do with
isn't giving his opinion on the ban either, unquote.
Is that the kind of politics they're supposed to be free of? I don't know.
Exclusively Games also had a YouTube channel where reviews...
Yeah, no politics gaming channel. Which, yeah, why would you cover politics in gaming to begin with? But maybe he's saying like how PS5 fanboys versus Xbox, would that be the kind of politics?
Could be found not adhering to the policy of no politics while claiming to be doing such a thing.
The reason it's called Exclusively Games is that its writers do not inject political agendas into their articles, which has become, sadly, as many of you know, all too common in the gaming industry today.
And see, because he's saying this, I'm thinking those kind of politics. Republican, Democrat, not office politics.
Especially in games media. So that's what it means. It means no political agendas. It does not mean no opinions about anything.
For the most part, fairly inoffensively done. The game doesn't get political, there's no girl power or anti-male kind of attitude to the game, which originally worried me.
By June 2019, the website was failing. The top articles were only getting hundreds of views. The same could not be said for the quartering. Jeremy could be seen celebrating the growth on his channel in this video posted July 1st.
My sponsors don't care at all about the fact that, about how many subscribers I have. They care. The only reason they reach out to me is because of my average daily views. That is why, even though many of my videos get 100 to 200,000 views, which is awesome, I'm still getting bombarded with offers. I could probably do ads every few days. Hey, dude, I don't have much money, but I'm almost like, oh my God, I just wish I could refund that. I don't want people to stretch themselves to tip me. That's why I work my day job. That's why I'll never quit my day job. It keeps me grounded, and it keeps me in a situation where I don't have to worry about somebody who's just got a few bucks in their bank account tipping me. That just makes me feel gross. 6 months ago, the community rose up and worked together to bring to fruition 6 months ago, the community got together and brought to life exclusivelygames.com.
Quote, Exclusively Games July fundraiser. The website's monthly operating cost for an editor, news desk, and to pay the writers is approximately $10,000. I am seeking to cover 6 months of content. 100% of funding goes into the content. I, Jeremy, have not taken a dime and will continue to draw no revenue for myself. Unquote. This received $53,000, raising the total fund raised for the website to over $200,000. A fundraiser that came during Jeremy's best performing month so far, maintaining 20 million views a month helped by his upload rate of 2 videos a day. This likely influenced Jeremy's decision to officially leave Unsleep Media, formerly known as MTG headquarters. Jeremy applied himself to the quartering, not only embracing its growth, but also its trouble with demonetization.
It's not like 2/3 of my videos end up getting hit with the yellow check mark only after reviewing. By the way, I have over 1,000 videos. To give you an idea about machine learning, I have over 1,000 videos, and maybe 2 of them were confirmed after manual review that they weren't appropriate for advertisers.
Jeremy's frequent uploads were making it difficult to appeal to videos that were flagged as unsuitable for advertising. There was worse to come. YouTube, in taking more control of its algorithm, was reducing the effectiveness of subscriptions. Previously, being subscribed to a channel meant a notification was sent to the subscriber. This was changed and now required users to select a secondary option, the subscriber bell, to now be notified.
Hey, did you cover this? Did you cover how Riot Games had this lawsuit settlement the other night? Yeah, I did a video 3 freaking days ago, but YouTube doesn't care.
But this is a complaint that everybody has. Everybody knows this shit.
YouTube is not only not notifying you, but they're actively hiding the garbage. I don't care. There's some smaller channels out there who think it's funny when people out there are struggling and frustrated, and I get it. I've been there. It's okay. Make your content. But the fact of the matter is, this is exactly why I will never commit to making content full time, because the YouTube system is completely, unequivocally, undeniably broken.
Jeremy was also having problems with YouTube's claim system, a system often abused.
YouTube is still allowing them to leave claims on YouTubers' videos. This has been going on for years, and they don't do anything about it. I'm sick of this shit. You have no idea what it's like to put 2, 3, 4 videos a day and then have some dickhole claim your video and say, well, 10% of people will only fight this claim. I guess we'll just milk money off people who are clearly in fair use. And you know what, Marvel, you're part of this too.
Jeremy was indeed uploading 3 to 4 videos a day. He had, in just a year, gone from uploading daily to twice a day to now double that. Within this sea of uploads, starting 2020, Jeremy began to have some unique opinions.
But he said in an interview with The Independent that he was so bored of talking about the film. Instead, he turned the discussion towards his views on Mr. Weinstein's alleged victims and that adults who made choices and why he's tired as a white man for being blamed for everything that's wrong with the world. Perhaps just the ramblings of a man who is too old to care anymore, but nonetheless, there's a lot of truth in what he says. Now, there are how many victims in Harvey's life, and I feel sympathy for them, but Hollywood is full of very ambitious people who are adults, and they make choices. If you read between the lines here, what he's saying is people knew what they were getting into when they serviced the man, and they either, for better or worse, got what they had hoped or didn't. But nonetheless, as adults, they made their own decision, and now they're looking to blame everybody else for that.
Harvey Weinstein is a former film producer, one convicted of R-word and
Well, I mean, he was convicted, so obviously he did something wrong.
sexual assault. Though Jeremy appears to be sympathetic towards Weinstein, he did not extend his sympathy to composer Michael Giacchino, who on February 18, 2020, tweeted about King Kong coming back to theaters. In a reply, a user mentioned King Kong was Hitler's favorite film, to which Giacchino responded, "Fuck Hitler." Jeremy then quote-tweeted this, responding with, "And there we have it. Yikes." While it appears that Jeremy was taking offense to Giacchino's dislike of Adolf Hitler, Jeremy, after swift backlash, stated, quote, "The context is that it's another comics pro with stunning and brave takes like fuck Hitler. But you're not interested in that. That's why you didn't add me. You just wanted to try and smear me as a quote-unquote Nazi. Fucking clowns every time."
Well, I mean, why would you bash someone for saying fuck Hitler? I mean, that's just stupid. You have no fucking thought in your head before you do something stupid like that on Twitter.
Unquote. Jeremy continued to attempt to correct his messaging. Quote,
and you're arguing about it. You're never gonna be right.
Context is obvious in the thread that it's another comics pro arguing with fans and making stunning and brave statements like quote-unquote fuck bad things. You don't care about truth though, just perpetuating lunacy, unquote. Revisiting the original tweet shows that Giacchino was not at all arguing on the topic of comics. Actually, there is no mention of comics anywhere within the tweet exchange. Yeah. Jeremy's strategy, whatever it may have been, to change how others viewed his intent, did not work. Just 2 days after the Hitler tweet was posted, Jeremy on Twitter stated, quote, "Amazing how this fuck Hitler tweet has taken hold with people completely incapable of understanding my point, which was obvious to everyone that follows me. Hollywood types saying fuck Hitler for retweets is fucking stupid and cringe. It's about virtue signaling. If this was not what dude was doing, okay. My point still stands. In what world is this known? Now I got morons posting my address to Twitter replies. Wonder where they came from. You had to be a complete fucking idiot or liar to say I was quote-unquote defending Hitler. Like, I respect the hustle, but you'd have to be a fucking idiot to think anyone was unironically defending Hitler. I just can't imagine people are this stupid. They have to just be willfully misrepresenting the point, right?" Unquote.
I just can't believe someone be so fucking stupid to get involved with this shit. But that's just people on Twitter, I guess. You know, that takes a certain kind of person to want to get involved like this. But that's his kind of content. I don't know. Well, it is 10 o'clock. We have watched an hour and 20 of this, depending on how everybody feels. We'll continue this tomorrow if anyone likes this shit or not. I don't know. But I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Let's see what we got here. Circular clothes rack, taking the shit. All right. Yep, have a good night, everyone. Who all was here? Turd Hurler, Cringe Minion, Family, Haley Cakes, Heretic, Enox. Good to see you all. Once was Animal. Good to see you all. We will be back 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. We'll continue it if everybody wants to. If not, we'll do something else. So, enjoy. See you tomorrow.
Oh, the checks roll in like waves on the sea from Mr. McGee and sweet Aunt Marie. $1 here, $1 there from folks who truly care. They're the heroes of this plot, giving all the cash they've got. Thank you for the dough. You make our hearts aglow. From pennies to the grands, you're the ones who lend a hand. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the dough. Miss Turner sending coins in a jar, while old man Joe just sold his car. Little Timmy broke his piggy bank to give a gift we'll always thank. They're the champions of our tale, keeping us from